Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we are going to learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we are going to learn what is a local storage, and using local storage guys, we are going to build an application. So to show you guys, I have already built an example using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. So let me show you the example guys, what I mean and what we are going to learn in this video. So to show you guys, I have already built an example using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. So let me go to the example now. As you can see guys, here there are 6 buttons: red, teal, blue, green, tomato and white. Whenever guys you will click any of the button, the background of the body is going to change. Okay, so let me click on the button red. As you can see guys, the background of the body has been changed to red. Let me click on the teal. The background has been changed to teal now. Let me click on the blue. The background has been changed to blue. Let me click on the green now. The background has been changed to green. Let me click on the tomato now. See, the background has been changed to tomato. Let me click on the white now. As you can see guys, the background has been changed to white. So this is like I have done this guys using local storage, and in this video we are going to learn how to do this using local storage. And let me clear you one thing guys, whenever you will refresh this page, the background of the body will be remain same. It is not going to change. Okay, the background of the body will be remain changed. Like whenever I will go to the this button like teal, blue, green, tomato and white, okay, the background will be same. Let me refresh the page now. See, the background has been same only. Let me click on the green, red, refresh the page. See, the background have been same, red. Let me click on the blue. The background will be same, blue. Let me click on the green, refresh the page. See, the background is blue only. So let me cut this page now. Remember guys, as of now the background of the body is green. Okay, so let me cut the page now. Let me open the page again. See, the background is still green. Let me click on the blue now. Okay, let me cut the page now. Let it open again. See, the background is still blue guys. Okay, so in this video guys, we are going to learn how to do this using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. So let me explain you guys what is a local storage first, then only we will be able to understand what is a local storage and how we can use this property, this advantage of like how to store something in local storage. Then only we will be able to understand how to make any application using local storage. And trust me guys, local storage is a very vast, very like advanced feature we can use to give our code, our application a great advantage to the user who is going to use our application, our program. Okay, so let me explain you what is a local storage and how to use local storage guys. So to explain you guys what is a local storage, let me go to the W3 school now. See, window.local storage. So as you can see here guys, set and retrieve local storage name value pair. Local storage will be always guys key value pair. Okay, so local storage dot set item, set last name as Smith. Local storage dot get item. Whenever you will run this program guys, you are going to get Smith as a value. Okay, so let me click on the try it yourself. See guys, here you are getting Smith. Okay, you can change here name to Prabhat Pandit. Click on the run now. You will get Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so local storage is guys some kind of a storage where you can save your program, your application, your value in the browser window only. Okay, so this is the browser local storage guys. Okay, so let me open the console, go to the application. As you can see guys, this is the key and this is the value. So in my application guys, there are lots of already local storage applications are there like details, card, background color, image, favorite, data, and background color. Okay, and this has got value also. Okay, so as of now guys, you can see background color is blue. So let me click on the button now and see here, this will change accordingly guys. Okay, so let me click on the white now. See, it has changed to white now. Let me click on the tomato. It has changed to tomato now. Let me click on the green. See, the value is also being changed guys. Okay, accordingly. Click on the blue button. The value is now blue. Click on the teal button. The value is now teal. Click on the red button. The value is now red. Okay, so here guys, the local storage object allow you to save key value pair in the browser. Okay, this is the browser local storage guys. Okay, it will be there as long as you will keep it there. You can delete your browser local storage value by clicking right. Okay, just click here and click on the button delete. Okay, where you want to delete, just delete it. If you want to let it be there, just let it be there. It will be there guys until and unless you are not going to delete it manually. Okay, so definition and uses guys, the local storage object allow you to save key value pair in the browser. Okay, so local storage object store data with no expiration date. Okay, as I explained you guys, it will be there as long as you will remain it there. Okay, so as long as you will keep it there, you can delete it by clicking on the right. Okay, there is a delete button, you will click it, the local storage value will be deleted. Okay, so there are lots of local storage here guys in my application as of now. Okay, and this is the background color. As of now, the background color of the page is red. So here you can see this is the red also. Okay, so blue, green, tomato, and white, teal, and red. So in this video guys, we are going to learn how to make this kind of application using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and local storage. Okay, so this is the syntax guys. See, note guys, the local storage object stores data with no expiration date. The data is not deleted when the browser is closed and are available for the future session. Okay guys, so I have already explained you. Let me cut the page now. As of now, the background was red only guys. So let me open this page again. See, the background is still red guys. Okay, let me click on the teal and cut this page now. Go to the code, again open the code now. As of now, the background is still teal guys. So here guys, the data is not deleted when the browser is closed and are available for future session. As you can see guys here, this explains the each and everything guys. Okay, so the application, go to application, background color is still teal and we are able to access it. Okay, so go to the tomato, cut the page, open it again. See, the background is still tomato guys. So the session, also see, the session storage object can be stored for a session. Okay, the data is deleted when the browser window is closed. This means guys, whenever you will store your data as a session storage and whenever you will close the browser, the data in the session storage will be deleted also. Okay, but in case of local storage guys, it will be there as long as you will keep it there. Okay, you can delete the data manually also. So syntax is window.localstorage or just local storage. You can use both of these guys, window.localstorage or local storage. Okay, save data to the local storage dot set item key and value. Here we have to provide key and here we have to provide value. Okay, so read data from the local storage. You can get the data from the local storage guys after saving the data in the local storage. To get the data from the local storage, you have to get local storage dot get item and you have to specify the key here, this key guys. Okay, this key should be here only. So to get the data from the local storage guys, after saving it, after storing it into the data into the local storage, we will use local storage dot get item and we will provide key. Okay, then only we will be able to grab this data associated with this key. Okay, so to remove data from the local storage, we will use local storage dot remove item and we have to provide key here also. Okay, so to delete, to remove a specific data from the local storage after saving it, we have to call local storage dot remove item, and then we have to specify the key which value related to this key we have to remove. Okay, so to remove all guys, remove all clear local storage, we have to call local storage dot clear. Okay, so to remove guys all the local storage value saved in your local storage, we have to call local storage dot clear. Okay, so this is the parameter guys, this is the parameter and this is the description. Key required, name of a key. Okay, value required, value of the key. Okay, like last name and Smith. Let me go to the here, and we can also specify, let me save one more local storage here guys. Channel name and give it here as code with ER. Okay guys, so just copy this and paste it here, copy this also, paste it here and give as demo2, change this to demo2, and we have to call this key guys here. Okay guys, so paste it here, run. See guys, as you can see, last name is Prabhat Pandit and channel name is code with ER. So we are getting here value. So we have to get guys, like see here, to get data from the local storage. Okay, we have to use local storage dot set item, get item, and we have to provide the key name here. That's what I did here guys. Here I have already saved there, this is the key and this is the value. Okay, so the key name is channel name and the value is code with ER, and here guys I am getting data from the local storage using local storage dot get item, and we have to provide the key name here guys. Okay, we have to provide the key name here. So this is the key name, channel name here, and we will get the value with as code with ER. Okay, so I hope you guys, I hope you have understood what I explained you here. If you still have any kind of query, any kind of doubt, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts, all your query guys. So let's get started guys and learn how to make this kind of application using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. But before starting of the video guys, I would like to request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you will be notified also. And please like all my videos. Okay, it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing guys. Please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER. I am making a lot of efforts to make videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Thank you guys who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and thank you also those who has not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel. Please guys, I would like to request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER. So guys, let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of application using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. Trust me guys, local storage is a great feature to have in your application, so that it will give your user different kind of sense, different kind of like what can I say guys, achievement by using local storage in your application. So they don't have to put each and everything again and again into your application to gain some kind of access to open some kind of file in your application. So I would like to suggest you guys, please use local storage in your application, in your program, to make it smooth and to make the user friendly application for your users. Okay, so guys, let's get started and let's learn how to build this kind of application using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. As you can see guys, whenever I am refreshing the page, the background remains the same. The background remains same. Okay, after refreshing the page, after cutting the windows also. Okay, so let's learn how to build this kind of application using HTML, CSS and JavaScript and local storage. But before guys, please guys, I would like to request you again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. Thank you guys, and please like all my videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER. Let's get started guys, and let's learn how to make this kind of application using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage. Trust me guys, this will be very easy. Just be there till last, and I will explain you each and everything in details, in deep. Okay, so be there and watch the entire video till last. So let's get started. Let me go to the code editor now. Create a new page. Give it a set bg.html. Okay, I have given set bg1.html. Code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Just be there guys till last. I am sure you are gonna learn how to build this kind of application using local storage. I will explain you guys each and everything in details, each and every steps. So just be here till last. So create a div guys. Give it a class as flex, margin top 5. Close this div, and inside this div guys, create another div. Give it a class as teal circle div, and give as data. Here guys, I am going to use as a data attribute. Okay, so give data value as red. Make this to red also. Close this div first, and give here guys, as you can see guys, let me show you one thing. As you can see, there is a nice tooltip also guys. Okay, so it says click to set the background color guys. Okay, as you can see guys, there is a nice tooltip also. This is very handy, and this is very explanative to the user. Okay, this will explain the user guys. If you wanted to set the background color, click the button, see green, click to set the color. Okay, see this is the tooltip guys. Tomato, click to set the color. See, as you can see guys, here this is the tooltip, and this is the Bootstrap tooltip guys. Okay, so in this video I am gonna use this tooltip from the Bootstrap also. Okay, it is very like it is going to explain your user guys. If you wanted to set this background color as a red, click this button now. Teal, click to set. See, blue, click to set. Green, click to set. Tomato, click to set. See, this explains the user guys what this button is all about. Okay, so I'm gonna use Bootstrap here guys. Okay, so let me go to the example now and just copy the Bootstrap from here and paste it here. Let me copy jQuery CDN link also guys. This is the, I will explain you guys what is this CDN link all about. Paste it here. So as you can see guys, here this CDN link is for jQuery. Okay, and this CDN link for Bootstrap, modals, pop-up, what can I say, tooltip, and this is the JS for Bootstrap bundle. Okay guys, so nothing fancy here. Okay, so now let's go to the code and start writing your code. So give data toggle as tooltip, give data placement, top. Okay, data placement, give top, give title as red, click to set background color. Okay, so inside this guys, give ID also as red and give the text as red only. Okay, so copy this div guys and paste it 5-6 times, okay, according to your need. So copy this and later we will change the text, we will change the information later. So this will save the time also guys. Okay, so now red, make it teal, give data value also teal, give ID as teal, give this also teal, change this also to teal. Okay, so make this as blue, give data value also blue, give ID also as blue and give this also as blue, make this also as blue. Okay, so now make this as a green, data value also as green and ID also as green, make this also as a green, change this to tomato, make tomato, give data value also as a tomato and give this also as a tomato. Okay, make this as a white, also this as a white and give data value also as a white. Okay, give ID also as a white and this also as a white. So this has saved a lot of time guys. So save your code. Now open this file in the browser. As you can see guys, there is nothing, we have to make it like this. So we will now style it. Okay, so I'm going in the head section, I'm going to create a style sheet now. So now going to create a style sheet. So first of all, target this flex and go up in the style section, paste it here, give display as flex direction as row, flex wrap as wrap. Just be here guys till last. I'm sure you're gonna learn how to make this kind of application using HTML, CSS and local storage guys. Okay, it is very easy guys, just be here till last. Although I have already explained you here what is the local storage and how to use local storage in your application, in your program. Okay, so if you still don't know how to use this local storage guys, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts, all your queries guys. Okay, so just be here guys and till last and watch the video till last. I'm sure you're going to learn how to use this local storage in your application. Okay, so just be here guys, it's a request from my side. And please, if you like this video, if you have learned something from this video guys, I would like to suggest you, please, I would like to request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please press the bell icon also so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist. Thank you guys who have already subscribed, and who has not subscribed to my channel yet, please, I would like to request you subscribe to my YouTube channel guys. Thanks a lot. Let's get started now. So give flex shrink as initial, give justify content as center, give align content as center, give align items also center, give align self also as center, give position as relative, and give width as 100%. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, it has come into the center now. Now go again. Now going to target this div circle div. Okay, so go up, paste it here and style it. So give width according to your needs. I'm going to give here 50px, give height also 50px, give border radius as 100%, give margin 0 and 10px, give display as flex, give justify content as center, give align item as center, give align content as center also, and give align self also center guys. Here guys, I am using CSS3 property known as flexbox. Okay, this is very useful property guys. Use this flexbox in your programming, in your application, and you will be feeling like guys, my application, my website has already been made responsive also. Okay, so I would like to suggest you guys, use this flexbox properties in your coding, in your application. Okay, so let's move ahead now and give position as relative, give text align as center, give color as white, give padding as 5px, put border radius, put border 2px, solid and black. Okay, give cursor as pointer, put box sizing as border box, put box shadow as 2px, 1px, 4px, RGBA, and just change the value of opacity, give it to 4. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Now we will change the background. So go here, copy this red class and paste it here, give background color as red, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, now we are able to see this guys. So just go down, copy this teal, paste it here, give background color as a teal only, copy this blue, copy this blue and give background color as a blue, copy this green, go up, paste it here and give background color as a green. Now tomato, give background color as a tomato and go to white, copy this and paste it here and give background color as a white only. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Let me see the okay, and put text put color as black only. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. As you can see guys, here we have got the button red, teal, blue, green, tomato and white. As of now nothing will happen. Whenever you will go click on the buttons guys, nothing will happen. Okay, so I'm clicking on the red, nothing is happening. Clicking on the teal, nothing is happening. Clicking on the blue, nothing is happening. Green, nothing happens. Tomato, nothing happens. And white, nothing happens. So now guys, I am going to write JavaScript for this kind of functionality using local storage. Okay, so just be here guys and watch the entire video. I'm sure you're going to learn how to make this kind of application. Here guys, I have used data attribute. Okay, here I have used data attribute and given the color code as green, blue, teal, red, tomato and white. Okay, so data value is a color name. Data value is a color name. Okay, data value is a color name. Okay guys, data value is a color name blue. Data value is a color name blue. Here also data value is a color name as red. Okay, so now guys, I am going to write JavaScript for the functionality, and in JavaScript we will use our local storage feature of the browser. Okay, so I'm going to create a script tag now. Open this. So just be here guys and pay attention. I'm sure you're going to learn how to make this kind of application. First of all guys, I'm going to initialize this tooltip of Bootstrap. See guys, this is very informative to the user. If user want to set background color as a blue, he has to click the blue button only. Okay, so click on the blue button now. See, the background have been changed to blue. Refresh the page, it will remain blue only. Teal, click the teal, the background is teal now. Refresh the page, it will be teal only. So now I am going to use this Bootstrap tooltip here also. Okay, so just go here, document dot ready, then we will run a function. Okay, so as here guys, we have given data toggle as tooltip. Okay, we have given here data toggle as tooltip. So just go here and grab this data toggle as tooltip and paste it here, and just call the method tooltip. Okay, this is Bootstrap method known as tooltip. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Here guys, I have given title. Okay, white, click to set the background color. Tomato, title, click to set the background color. Here title I have given green, click to set the background color. Here title is given teal, click to set the background color. Here title is given red, click to set the background color. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Let me just go to the inspect and see if we have got any error. Yeah, there is one error guys. So okay, put single quote here, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we have got the tooltip now. Okay, we have got the tooltip. Click red, click to set the background color. Teal, click to set the background color. Blue, click to set the background color. Green, click to set the background color. Tomato, click to set the background color. And white, click to set the background color. Okay, so as of now guys, nothing will happen whenever we will click on the button. So to get the functionality like this, we are going to write JavaScript now. Okay, so our tooltip is done now. This is the Bootstrap tooltip guys. It is very informative guys. Use this tooltip in your application also. Okay, so just make this single line tooltip. Okay guys, just make this single line tooltip. As of now it is double line tooltip. Just remove the color from here. It will look cool also. We are a developer guys, and we are like this only. Each and everything should be pixel perfect guys. Okay, so this is the identity of a developer. See, this is the single line tooltip. Now green, go to the green, remove this color also, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so let it be. Okay, as of now we have got the tooltip. So now go to the script again and start writing your script. As you can see guys, we have to set local storage item using key and value pair guys. Okay, this is the key and this is the value, and to get the item from the local storage we have to specify the key name here guys. Okay, here the key name is channel name and here the key name is last name. Then only we are getting Prabhat Pandit and code with ER. Okay, so let's go to the code now and start writing code. Okay, so first of all I am going to grab this div now. Okay, this all the divs. Okay, so go here and create a variable, give it a bg color. Okay, this is the variable name guys. So document dot query select all, and I am going to grab all the div using its class attribute. Okay, so this is the class attribute. Okay guys, circle div is a class attribute of all the divs. Okay, as you can see all the divs, and we are getting its query selector all. Okay, so paste it here. So I'm going to run a for each loop on this bg color. Okay, so bg color dot for each, and for each guys going to take a function as a parameter, and we have to provide a parameter, okay, to this function. Then only we will be able to grab each and every div which has this class circle div. Okay, so provide a function here as a parameter and give as btns. Okay, so open this, and on this btns guys we are going to append a event listener. Okay, so add event listener. What is the event guys? The click event. Okay, the event name is click event, and here I am going to run a arrow function. Will provide event as a parameter to this arrow function. This is also known as guys fat arrow function. Okay, so guys here I am getting all the divs which has class attribute as circle div using document dot query selector all. Okay, and now on this all divs I am going to run a for each. It will loop through all the buttons one by one. Okay, so here we have got 6 buttons. This loop will, this for each loop will run 6 times only. Okay, and it will grab this button, and this will grab this all the divs, and it will put inside this button, and inside this button guys, on this button we are going to append a event listener, and the event name is click. On the click of this buttons guys we are going to perform some kind of action. Okay, and this is the event as a parameter. Okay, so I'm going to perform some action guys. As of now just alert something to check if our code is okay or not. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we are getting the okay as an alert, which means our code is working fine. Okay, which means our code is working fine guys. So go to the code now, just remove this, we don't require this. So create a var, give it as a color. Okay, and we are grabbing the event dot target dot get attribute. Which attribute guys? We are going to grab this data value attribute. Okay, this is the data value attribute. Okay guys, we are going to grab this, paste it here. So guys, this line says on click of this button, okay, on click of every div guys, on the click of every div, okay, all these 6 divs guys, we are getting its attribute. Which attribute guys? This data value attribute. Okay, so this line says event dot target. So guys, what is the event? Click is the event and the target is this button. Click is the event guys and the target is this button. Okay, click is the event and the target is this button guys. Okay, and on the click of this button we are getting its data attribute. We are getting its get attribute. Which attribute guys? Data value. Okay, this data value attribute. Okay, so just go here now and we are going to set this value, this background, this color guys, as a local storage value. Okay, so window dot local storage dot set item. Which item guys? I am going to set here YouTube or YouTube BG color. Okay guys, for our understanding. Okay, so that we will recognize it in our local storage, in our application. Okay, and what to set guys? We are gonna set this color. Okay, we are gonna set this color. Okay, so as of now guys, just comment this code and let me show you what this color variable contains. Okay, let me show you what this color variable contains. So alert this color variable now, go paste it here, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, click on the button. See, the value is red now, teal, blue, green, tomato and white. So as you can see guys, we are getting red, teal, blue, green, tomato and white as a data value attribute by using event.target.get attribute. Which attribute guys? This attribute, data value attribute. I have already explained you guys, the data value attribute is a color name. The data value attribute is a color name. The data value attribute is a color name guys. Okay, that's why we are getting as red, teal, blue, green, tomato and white. Okay, so go to the code, just uncomment this now. Okay, so now we will do document dot body dot style dot background color guys. Which background color guys? This background color. Okay, this background color, the color which we get here in this variable. Okay, so just comment this alert or remove this alert, we don't require this now. So guys, as you can see, we are getting each and every color inside this color variable guys, and we are storing this color using local storage dot set item, and we have given the key name as a YouTube VG color and the value will be this color value. Okay, so now we are setting document dot body dot style dot background color as a this color guys. Okay, it may contain red, green, blue, white, tomato, any kind of color guys. Okay, and now we are setting this color as a background color of this body. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Now click on the buttons. Okay, click on the button red. See, boom guys, now the background color is red. Click on the teal, now the background color is teal. Click on the blue, now the background color is blue. Click on the green, now the background color is green. Tomato, background color is now tomato. Click white, background color is now white. But as of now guys, whenever you will refresh this page, we will remove this and we will lose this background color. Okay guys, see, we will lose this background color. Okay, because we have just stored the local storage value. Okay, but we are not getting it here also, so we have to grab this local storage. Let me open this console now, go to the application. As you can see guys, this is the our key and this is the our value guys. Okay, our key is YouTube color, our key is guys YouTube color, and here is the color is green. Click on the red. See, it is now red. This is the key and this is the value. Okay, YouTube color is our key guys, and this is the red our value. Click on the teal, it is now teal. Click on the blue, it is now blue. Click on the green, it is now green. Click on the tomato, it is now tomato. Click on the white, it is now white. Okay guys, here we are just setting it, we are not getting it from the local storage. Now we will grab the value from the local storage, and then again we will save this value as a background color. Then only we won't be able to lose our background color whenever we will refresh the page, whenever we will cut this page also. Okay, also then only guys the background color will be there. Okay, it will be there after deleting or after refreshing the page also. Okay, so let's go to the code now and write this functionality. Okay, so here guys, I'm going to run a event whenever a window is loaded, whenever a page is being loaded. Okay, so window dot add event listener. Okay guys, we are going to attach event listener to this window, to this page. Okay, so the event will be guys, which event? Load. Okay, and we are gonna run a function. Okay, provide event. This is known as guys fat arrow function or arrow function. Okay, and now create a variable const to grab this bg color. Okay, and now we will write window dot local storage dot get item. Which item guys? Here we have to provide guys which value? The key, and the key is this YouTube bg color. Okay guys, let me explain you one more time. Go to the W3 school. As you can see guys, I have set item as this is the key and this is the value. This is the key and this is the value guys. Okay, so after we have to, how we have to get this color guys? We have to provide the key name. Here this is the key name, and here this is the key name. Then only we are getting Prabhat Pandit and code with ER from the local storage. Okay, to get local storage, to get value from the local storage guys, we have to provide get item, local storage dot get item, and we have to provide the key name here guys. Okay, we have to provide the key name here. See, we have to provide the key name. Okay, read data from the local storage dot get item, provide the key name, remove data from the local storage dot remove item, and we have to provide also here key name also. Okay guys, so which key name guys? We have to provide this key name YouTube bg color. Okay, so I have also given YouTube bg color here also. So now we'll check if this color already exists in the local storage or not. If it not, we will do nothing. Okay, so if it is there, then only we will set document dot body dot style dot background color. Which color guys? This bg color. Okay, this bg color from the local storage. Okay, paste it here. Okay guys, so here guys, whenever I want a window will be loaded, okay, then only we are getting a value from the local storage by providing its key as a YouTube bg color, and then we will store whatever color will be there in the local storage in this bg color. As of now guys, this is the red. Okay, so here red will be here guys. Okay, in this bg color. When you will refresh this, when you will click on this button green, it will be green. So here will be green also. Whenever you will click on tomato, here will be tomato also, and here in the bg color there will be also tomato. Okay, so as of now guys, this is the red, so let it be red. Now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, now see guys, boom guys, we are not able to lose our background color. It is there guys. Okay, I'm just refreshing the page, it is still there guys. Okay, see, it is still there guys. Just cut this tab now, open this again, See guys, this is the red now. Click on the green, refresh the page. See guys, I am refreshing the page, nothing is happening. The background color is still green. Close this tab now. Okay, just open this page again. Boom guys, see, the background is still red. Click on the blue, refresh the page, nothing will happen guys. See, we are getting our background color as a blue only. Just cut this page now, go to the code, again open this page in the browser. See guys, the background color is still blue, and we have got our tooltip also. So it is very informative. If you want to set this background color, just click this. See, teal, red, refresh the page, nothing is happening guys after refreshing the page also. Okay, so we have achieved our goal guys of this video, of this tutorial. So thank you guys for watching this video till last. I hope guys you have enjoyed what I explained you here. And guys, if you think, if you have learned something from this video, if you have any kind of confidence on yourself now guys after watching this video, that yeah, I can make this kind of application using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and local storage, then please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please like all my videos guys, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to build awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Okay guys, and please guys also like all my videos guys, and please press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist. So thank you guys for watching this video till last. Thank you for subscribing my channel. And as you know guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial now. So if you feel you have any queries, if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts, all your queries. So thank you guys, see you in the next video. Till then, take care, bye bye guys. Please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER. I'm making a lot of effort guys to make videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Thank you guys for being there, for being here till last. See you guys then in the next video. Bye bye guys.